Wi-Fi. Take off the uniform, take off the collar, take off the flex and the white loss. Take off the weird ass jewelry, I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm flipping off top off. Take off the fabricate streams and the microwave beams, it's a real world outside. Take off the idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo, take off the Central, pay 5 days late, take a
Hi guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome. It's your girl Dana and this is my realistic and productive morning routine. I'm going to be sharing with you guys a few things that I have implemented into my morning routine to ensure that I'm having a productive, positive, and just overall a great day. The first thing, as you guys can see, I'm on my phone. I'm going to be, like I said, realistic. So I try to give myself 5, sometimes 10 minutes max to scroll. I give myself about 2 to 5 minutes to respond to any text. For me, I have anxiety, so waking up to text messages or important text messages and emails tends to overwhelm me if I don't check them or respond as soon as I can. So yeah, and then I'm not gonna lie, I will scroll on Instagram and TikTok for a good 5-10 minutes, but I cap it at that because 30 minutes to an hour can go by real quick of you just sitting there scrolling, and that's what we don't want. We don't want that. So yeah. All right, girl, your 5 to 10 minutes is up. So one thing about me, if I don't make my bed, I don't know what it is. I am like a mental wreck. If I don't make my bed, I will not have a good day. I won't be productive. I don't know. Something about making my bed just, first of all, makes me not want to get back in it. And it just makes me feel like I have my shit together, even if it may not be. So we got to make our bed. That's one thing. Growing up in a Caribbean household, this is like second nature. At this point, I'm pretty sure I can make my bed with my eyes closed. So and then I was cold, so I just went ahead and grabbed some sweats. Yes, I know it's August, and I'm wearing sweatpants. When you're anemic, it doesn't matter what the season is. You're cold. So, and then I'm going to head into the kitchen and make my first drink. My first drink of the day used to be coffee because, like most of us, coffee is life. However, as soon as I found out how bad it is to consume coffee the first thing in the morning, before eating, before working out, I have definitely toned it down. I had to, because first of all, if you have a hormonal imbalance, if you have high cortisol levels, if you struggle with losing stomach fat, there's so many different reasons why you should not be consuming coffee first thing in the morning. So my first drink of the morning is always now, well, at least I try to make sure, it's either going to be water, as you guys saw already, and then after that I'm going to make some tea, whether it be just a tea bag or I make my own tea. So here I'm just putting away some dishes because I had some dishes that I washed from the night before. But then I'm going to make some lemon, ginger, and turmeric tea with a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. This really helps with detoxing my body. It's helping with my skin. I know a few vlogs back, I think my last vlog, you guys have been seeing my skin break out like crazy from just the summer, stress, drinking, vacation. My skin just, yeah, I have a hormonal imbalance. If you didn't know, apple cider vinegar aids in weight loss, lowering blood sugar and insulin levels. This is the apple cider vinegar I use. It is the raw and organic one with the mother. You need it with the mother. And then, I'm sorry, I'm gonna add honey. I'm not there yet with just drinking it plain, and that's my way of knowing if I added enough ginger. I love ginger, so I will smell it, and if I don't smell enough ginger, I'm adding more. And then here I'm just adding a little bit of turmeric, because turmeric is also really, really good for you. It's really good for inflammation, and it's really good for your skin and helps you to glow from within. So after I make my tea, I then do my morning skincare. But this is just like my basic skincare for when I'm about to work out. So I'm not going to apply all my serums and stuff. Personally, I feel like that's just a waste of product, especially if I know I'm going to be sweating or going in the sauna. I have to wash my face after every workout. So these are the face washes that I've been using currently. So I'm going to use the Skin Fix AHA one. This is so good. This has azelaic acid. I'm currently working on fading these dark spots, and that azelaic acid will do it for you. So I've really been focusing on products with that. And then I'm using Skin Fix's triple peptide gel cream. And then I'm just going in with some sunscreen from Supergoop, and then of course my Fenty lip oil. And that is literally it. Now we're gonna set the tone for the day. This has become such a crucial part of my day. I mean, I've always been a very much planner, calendar girl. I have to write out my tasks and stuff. But I started reading a daily devotional. I think I did show you guys this a while back in my vlogs, called Jesus Calling. I got it on Amazon. I'll link it down below. But I love reading my daily devotional. I'm gonna be so real. I don't read this every day. I try to. When I first got this book, I was reading it every day. However, you fall off. It takes 60 days, I believe, to form a habit. So just naturally, when you're not doing something enough for every day, you tend to forget, So I'm just working on making this a daily habit again. This is one of the things that I would like to do every single day without a question, without forgetting. I don't talk about my religion a lot on my channel. However, I have been working on just getting closer to God. I personally feel like religion and faith is a very personal thing, hence why, I don't really talk about it a lot on here. But honestly, as you get older and you start to cut out distractions, you go through a lot of hard times, good times. A lot of the things that we go through in life, I find, bring you back to God, because when you cannot lean on anyone or rely on anyone, time and time again, those situations show you that the only person who you can really rely on is God. So I just owe it all to him to strengthen that relationship. That's something I'm really taking pride in and just really prioritizing. And then I'm just going to grab my planner and plan out my day and write down my tasks, starting from most important to least important. For my ADHD babes, personally, I feel like writing out your tasks based on what needs to be prioritized to, the least of a priority really helps one to just get it done faster and to just literally have the most productive day. After that, I'm going to journal. This is something fairly new that I started doing. I actually did my first journal entry on June 5th, so I'm pretty new to this. And to be honest, I never understood the journal culture or just the hype surrounding it. And I was like, you know what? Why don't you just try it and see? And ever since I started journaling, I have so much clarity. I have an outlet for my thoughts, my feelings. And to be honest, I was intimidated at first because I felt like, what is the right way to journal? Journal however you see fit. I mean, personally, I did search on TikTok how to do it, but there's no rules to journaling. But for those of you who do want to know how I journal, I literally just write the date, top right corner, and then I will put the first title, feeling, and I'm going to write out how I'm feeling, thinking, all the emotions, all the adjectives and stuff like that. And then below that, I'm going to write out why, how, if there's a solution, if there's a reason, and at first I was like, okay, I don't really know what to do. But as you start writing, the words just start coming to you. It just starts coming out. And before I knew it, I was 2 pages in. It provides me with so much clarity, inspiration, and just, I feel like I spoke to a therapist, but I didn't really. But yeah, the biggest thing for me actually was reducing the stress and anxiety, and it does exactly that. So I highly recommend trying out journaling if you haven't already. Anyways, girl, we're gonna get ready to get some movement in because this is much needed. I have slacked off with physical activity so much over the last 2 months. It's normally the other way around. I'll slack off in the winter, and then as soon as summer comes, it's crunch time for me, especially because my birthday is in August. However, it's been the complete opposite. I don't know what's going on with me this summer, but fitness is just not, I don't know what's going on. You guys know I love working out. I've been working out for years, and I just have not had the motivation this summer. And even my birthday wasn't enough to make me just, be on it the way I usually am. So I'm really just trying to get back to that, taking it one day at a time, giving myself grace. I find that when I'm lacking motivation to get some physical activity in, I need to put on a new workout set, some new loungewear, something. So I put on some new activewear that I got, and I even got this cute little fanny pack, and I was feeling it. I'm like, yes, let's go. I literally have to put on perfume before going to the gym, obviously, because I sweat, so I do not want to be stinking in the gym. But anyways, we're gonna head to the kitchen and take our supplements. I, as you can see, have a lot of supplements, so I split it up throughout the day, but as of right now, we're gonna take some zinc, some multivitamins, creatine, and vitamin D drops. So I take these multivitamins from Ritual. As you can see, they are almost done. I really like these vitamins. And then I'm just taking these vitamin D3 and K2 drops from AG1. And I usually put this in my tea. I forgot to do this earlier in the morning. So we're just gonna take it like that. And then my zinc vitamins. This helps with breaking down carbs and food and all that. And then I got this from a hair event. It's hair gummies. It's snow mushrooms and something. It doesn't taste the best. It's kind of like, tastes like a healthy blueberry gummy. And then I'm just gonna take my creatine. My whisk broke, so I just had it with some water. The creatine, I don't know if there's flavored creatine, but the creatine I take has no flavor, but I hate the feeling of it, so I just try to make sure I don't feel it on my tongue. And then I'm gonna grab my energy drink. This is from Alani. Alani keeps me stocked with their flavors. I love them down for that. This one is Hawaiian shaved ice. This is one of my favorites. I always say this, but no, this one's really one of my favorites, like top 3, I think. Anyways, we made it to the gym, and I have to give myself a pat on the back for this. And I know some of you guys are like, why, sis, you've been working out for so long? I know. And I don't know what's been going on, but I have really been off my game with working out. The motivation isn't there. The interest is just not there. So also because I've been training at home, I know having a personal trainer or a workout partner really helps keep you accountable. When you work out by yourself, it takes a different type of discipline. And I'm in that phase where the discipline is just, where is she? We don't know. So I found Train Well, and it has really been helping me just get back into it, and they are sponsoring this video, so a huge thank you to Train Well for sponsoring today's video and helping me just get back to making healthy habits and staying disciplined in the gym. It's been a struggle, but since using Train Well, I have been, slowly easing back into the swing of things. You guys know, if you're not new here, I have been working out for at least 6 years, and it started off, yes, as for physical reasons. However, once I found the mental and the emotional benefits of working out, I became addicted, especially going through depression, through stress, anxiety. The gym is my outlet. It really just eases my mind. I feel like I can pick up a weight and then kind of leave the weight of my problems in the gym, if that makes any sense. And Train Well has really been helping me just get back into that and just remembering why I started working out, apart from the physical aspect of it. Especially right now, struggling with the discipline, getting to the gym and holding myself accountable. Train Well is doing that for me. You have a trainer on the app customizing your workouts for you. I don't have to think about what I'm doing for my workouts. It's already planned for me. You have a demo showing you exactly how to do the workout, so you don't have to go on the internet or YouTube or wherever and search up how to do a workout. This ab circuit that they gave me, the abs were on fire and I needed that. So my trainer's name is Chris, and she is amazing, and she really holds me accountable. She will message me Monday morning, "Hey Dana, how was your weekend? Getting some movement in today?" "Yep." "Okay. Happy Friday. Let's get some movement." Yes, checking in, and I need that. It's funny because I've never met her in person. However, you have somebody really checking in with you and making sure, nudging you to get up and get in the gym. You can use this at home as well. You do not need a gym. You can customize it to wherever you're working out. And if you're wondering, how do they know what weights to give you to use, the workouts? When I first signed up, I just filled out some questions to help them determine my lifestyle and my goals, and they tailored a whole workout plan according to that. So I did let Chris know that I would like to work out 5 days a week, and I did tell her Monday to Friday. We're getting to that, but we've been at the gym, girl, so that's all that matters. Make sure you click the link down below or scan the QR code to get started with Train Well and get closer to achieving your goals and staying on point with your workouts, sis. You'll get a 14-day free trial with your own personal trainer when you sign up for Train Well. One of my favorite things about the app is actually the warm-ups and the stretching after, because I skip this. I usually skip this, but since I've been using the app, I've been doing it. And I love going in the sauna after my workouts. It's just tradition. So as long as I have time, even little 10-15 minutes, I'm squeezing in a little sauna sweat. It's like the cherry on top after my workouts. So if I'm really hungry, I will have a protein shake before I have my breakfast if I can't wait. I just got this from Alani. They sent me their new protein shake. It's a fruity cereal flavor, Fruit Loops, as you can see. And it honestly tastes pretty good. It literally tastes like the milk that sits in the Fruit Loops. If you drink the milk after, that's exactly what it tastes like. These are the nutrition facts: 140 calories and 20 grams of protein. So love that, because I did train my glutes today. I need all the protein I can get. And then I'm gonna make my infamous avocado toast, turkey sausage with egg whites. I'm actually not gonna have the egg whites. I'm very on and off with eggs currently. They're giving me the ick. I don't want it. But this is the turkey sausage I use. If you haven't tried this and you're in Canada and you have a Sobeys near you, you need to get this. Ever since I started buying this turkey sausage, I have stopped eating turkey bacon. I'm obsessed with sausage, and it's very high in protein. I try my best to eat as many gluten-free things as I can. If I'm at the grocery store and it's available in a gluten-free option, I'm buying it. And I've noticed since doing that, I am a lot less bloated. So my recipe for avocado toast is just chef's kiss. I'm missing red onions. I need to go to the grocery store, but I'm still gonna have it because I still have all the other ingredients. So I add cherry tomatoes, avocado, obviously, and sourdough bread. Sourdough bread is the only bread I eat. Ever since I've switched to only consuming sourdough bread, I've seen such a big difference in how quickly I'm able to drop body fat. My waist has shrunk a lot, not just particularly from eating avocado toast all the time, but just strictly following the carb cycle meal plan that I was on, which I've fallen off of, but we're gonna get back to that. But if you haven't heard of carb cycling, it's pretty much just cycling your carbs based on the days that you work out and the body parts, while still maintaining a high protein diet, of course. But if you didn't know, carbs are used for energy, and whatever carbs you don't burn get stored as fat. So carb cycling allows your body to burn more fat for energy. So on the days that I train my upper body, those are low carb days, and the days that I train my lower body are high carb days, because you need more fuel, to lift heavier. And then on my rest days, I do a no carb, or just have anywhere from 0 to 50 grams of carbs, and I make sure that I consume those carbs in the morning so that I can burn them off throughout the day. That had me snatched within 2 months. It was crazy when I was strict with it. So we're gonna get back to that very soon, slowly but surely. And then I'm gonna add my seasonings. So some black pepper, salt, red pepper flakes, and then some crumbled feta cheese, balsamic vinegar. And if you're not adding lemon juice on top of your avocado toast, what are you doing? Honestly, I would survive on Love Island because I know they were eating that every day, and I literally eat avocado toast and turkey sausage every single day. Every single day. And yeah, I'm not tired of it. A day where I train my glutes, I would eat more. Typically, I'd probably have an extra sausage. But because I've fallen off of my eating and working out, my appetite isn't fully there. But if you're not making your avocado toast like this, I don't really know what to tell you. You need to try this like tomorrow and let me know what you think. But the red onions would have really just did it for me. But either way, it's so good. So I'm just going to eat my breakfast, have my protein shake, scroll on TikTok, Instagram, check my texts, and just sit down for a little bit before I do my full skincare routine and hop in the shower. Some days, if I'm like super sweaty, then I would obviously do that first and then eat. Also depends on how hungry I am. I was very hungry this day, so. Time to do some skincare. So now I'm going to do my actual morning skincare routine. So we're going to double cleanse because I worked out. Double cleanse after every workout. I'm just using the Pharmacy Green Clean Makeup Melt Away Balm. And then I'm using the same Skin Fix AHA cleanser to wash my face. And then I'm going to go in with some vitamin C serum. This Superfood Skin Drip Serum from Youth to the People. As you can see, scraping the bottom. I love this serum so much. And of course, gotta go in with the topicals for the dark spots, eye cream, and then this moisturizer that Kiehl's came out with that they sent to me in PR is so good. It has salicylic acid. As you can see, it was formulated specifically to target acne and breakouts, and it really has been helping to improve mine. So it's become my daily moisturizer. I've really been working on using a lot of AHA, salicylic acid, azelaic acids, even this oil from Sunday Riley. This UFO oil, if you have cystic acne, it's really good. And then I'm just gonna go in with some body care after my shower. I've been using this glow tonic for my body acne and scars. It's really been helping to fade them. And then you guys already know this if you're not new here. I rave about this moisturizer from Youth to the People, this Hydrate and Glow Body Butter. It does exactly that. And then I'm gonna get ready to go to work, aka the coffee shop or a restaurant edit. I've been loving just leaving the house. It just keeps me a lot more focused, less distractions, no TV to turn on, no fridge to open and check for food or snacks. So we're leaving the house today, and I just put on this cute little sweatsuit that I got from Abercrombie. Some days I will, try to dress up a little more, wear some jeans, a blazer, or whatever. But to be honest, I was really just on the chill vibes this day. I wanted to be comfy, cozy. I find that whenever I go to a restaurant or a coffee shop, obviously they have AC on, it's summer. And I'm anemic, so we have to think about that. And then I just put a little bit of effort into my look because, I just wanted to take 5 minutes to do that. It makes me feel better about myself. I used to dread adding in a little bit of effort on the days where I really didn't feel like doing much, but taking just 5 minutes to just fix myself up a little bit instantly heightens my mood, even if I'm having a bad day, because when you look good, you feel good. So I just added some quick curls in my hair, lightly filled in my brows, added some brow gel, some concealer, a little bit of bronzer, and of course my Fenty lip oil. Oh, and some mascara. So that's it. This literally just took 5 minutes. And then I'm going to make my iced coffee. This recipe that I've been doing, oh my gosh. I mean, I've been making my iced coffees like this, but I bought a new coffee. I used to just buy cold brew, but TikTok is always going to put you on. So this Nescafe Gold Espresso is so good. I couldn't find the blonde one at my grocery store, so I just bought the original. But for an espresso shot, you just add 1 to 2 teaspoons and 50 milliliters of hot water. So I added that. I actually heard you could use cold water too, but My whisk is broken, so I'm mixing with a spoon. But so obviously, if you have a whisk, use that. But it's fine. And then I just added some almond milk, added my espresso, and then for creamer, I have been loving the Silk Caramel creamer. I think it's limited edition. This is so good. This is how I always make it, but for some reason, I guess because I was filming and not paying attention to how much creamer I was using, I don't like my coffee overly sweet. I feel like as I've gotten older, I really need to taste the caffeine. Like, it needs to work. So I added a little bit. I added one more shot of espresso, actually. And this was so good. It was strong, but it was so good. Listen, if you have not tried this instant coffee espresso from Nescafe, you need to try it immediately. You guys know TikTok does not lie. I mean, sometimes they do, but no, they did not miss with this one. I'm obsessed. It's so good. It's like quality coffee. It's strong. I actually have no desire to buy coffee now because this is it. And all I do is buy cold brew and add my almond milk and creamer, but I actually prefer this a lot more than the cold brew I've been buying. It is so much stronger, and I actually feel like I'm drinking coffee. So I'm just gonna drink my coffee and do some work. I know early in the video I said I was gonna go to a coffee shop or a restaurant and do some work, but I almost forgot that I had to do a voiceover, so I needed to be in a quiet space. So yeah, I got ready to go nowhere, but at least I look cute for work, so that's all that matters. And then I took a break from work to go to the grocery store because I was getting hungry and I realized that I needed some groceries. So I got this as a gift, and I'm so late to this fragrance, the 7 Virtues Vanilla Woods. It smells so good. It's such a sweet vanilla. And then this Mugler Alien Hypersense. If you're not new here, you already know how I feel about this fragrance. It smells so good. So that little combo there, that was my first time mixing those, and yeah, it smelled really good. So I just made a quick grocery run at Sobeys to re-up on some things that I need and so that I can make some lunch later. And for my girls who are focused on their gut health, do not sleep on kombucha. This is so good at keeping your stomach flat. Specifically for the bloating, if you're a bloat babe like me, start drinking some kombucha first, not first thing in the morning, but drinking it in the morning or drinking it at night. This is like my juice. I don't buy juice anymore. I just drink kombucha when I'm feeling for something sweet. It is so good for bloating. Once I'm done putting away the groceries, I'm gonna go on my hot girl walk. I love walking now, and I can't believe I'm saying this. If you know, you know. Like, you guys know. I never really used to like walking, but I just put on a podcast. I have been listening to The Balanced Black Girl. I've shared this podcast with you guys so many times on my channel. This is my favorite podcast to listen to. My Leo sis. I love her. And when people were saying that they were getting 10K steps in a day, I used to think that was so impossible. I'm like, how are you doing that? And then one day I decided to go for a walk and walk to over here. And by the time I got back home, I was already at 5,000 steps. So I was like, wow. So I either will do this twice a day or I'll do my 5K and then go on the treadmill and walk. I don't hit my 10K steps every day. The 2 things that I have implemented into my morning routine to help me have a productive, positive day is journaling and walking. But I just try to get a little bit of movement in every day depending on how the day goes. If you've added anything new to your routine that has helped you become a better version of yourself or just be more productive, let me know down below what that is. But yeah, this is pretty much it for my morning routine. Thank you guys so much for watching. And also a huge thank you again to Trainwell for sponsoring today's video. Make sure you guys click the link down below or scan the QR code to sign up and get a 14-day free trial with your own personal trainer.